He lifted his glass high, wearing that polished smile he always used in public. The smile of a man who wanted the world to believe he built everything with his own hands. "My sons," he said proudly, "I owe everything to them." Then he hesitated, letting out a forced, almost mocking laugh. "My daughter never quite fit." The audience chuckled politely, clapping as if they didn't notice the sting in his words. My mother tried to smile. I rose from my seat and walked toward him, the box in my hands heavier than its weight. When I placed it before him, and he opened it, his fingers trembled. The laughter died instantly. A guttural sound tore from his throat. A man screamed when he realizes his throne is collapsing beneath him. That was the moment I spoke, my voice calm, steady, rehearsed. He had been my father, my teacher, the model I tried to emulate. For years, I fought for even a flicker of his approval, while my brothers received it freely. The hand on the shoulder, the warm smile, the public praise. I got silence, or at best, correction disguised as guidance. Still I stayed. I studied his business late into the night. I kept my mouth shut in boardrooms when he dismissed me. I endured the humiliation of being mistaken for an assistant while he let it happen. Every slight, every insult, I carried them like a soldier carries orders. But even loyalty has a breaking point. And mine came the day I learned the truth about him. It began as a small inconsistency. Numbers that didn't add up, shipments logged but never delivered. At first, I thought it was incompetence. Then I dug deeper. I found shell companies, properties under other names, and a hidden ledger, not just transactions but evidence. Evidence of bribery, laundering, crimes that could topple everything he had built. He wasn't just cold. He wasn't just harsh. He was corrupt, a coward cloaked in legacy. And while he poured his hidden fortune into my brother's futures, he erased me completely from the picture. That was his real betrayal. Not just as a father, but as a man who had chosen to erase his own daughter from the story. I didn't shout. I didn't cry. I turned my silence into a blade. Piece by piece, I gathered proof. Contracts, forged signatures, bank statements. I traced every lie back to him. No one saw it happening. No one ever notices someone they've spent a lifetime ignoring. In secret, I built my own empire. Quiet investments, discreet partnerships, a network with no trace of his name, only mine. The day I realized I no longer needed his recognition was the day I decided to take his crown, not by begging, not by tears, by strategy. I started with whispers, leaks to the right places. Competitors gained leverage. Clients withdrew. My brothers scrambled, but the ground was already giving way beneath them. Then I moved in. I showed his partners the truth hidden in his books. They didn't argue. They defected. One by one, the contract shifted to me. He never saw it coming. Not until it was too late. And now here we were at his retirement party. His sons at his side. His board applauding. His daughter invisible again, until I handed him the box. Inside was the original ledger. Every crime, every false record, every betrayal he thought buried. He screamed because he understood what it meant. That book wasn't just paper and ink. It was a death sentence for his reputation, his career, his legacy. While he screamed, I spoke. Copies are already with the authorities. The board has resigned. The partners have moved on. You're finished. I turned to the stunned room. And the company? I said, my voice cutting clean through the silence. It's mine. He tried to stand, but his legs shook. He looked to my brothers for support, but they stayed frozen pale, staring at the floor. At last he looked at me, really looked at me, for the first time in years. But I didn't need his recognition anymore. I had replaced him, not as a daughter who begged for his approval, but as the heir he never wanted, the heir who took everything. When I stepped off the stage, no applause followed, only a stunned, heavy silence. But that was enough. I hadn't wanted their clapping. I had wanted his crown. And now I had it. He built his empire on power and arrogance. I rebuilt it with patience and precision. He screamed. I smiled, because in the end, the daughter who never fit became the only one who truly belonged.